Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here today to share how Belden is enabling manufacturers to retrofit their existing machines and equipment for digitalization and Industry 4.0 optimization of their shop floor operations. My name is David Ricks, and I'm the AWS Alliance Leader here at Belden. In today's environment, manufacturing and industrial companies face challenges in enhancing operational efficiency and visibility within their manufacturing processes. So to remain competitive, these companies need a reliable and scalable industrial networking solution to support automation, enable real-time data collection, and facilitate communication and collaboration across their organization. So within secure networking, seamless data collection and orchestration, and data transmission solutions, backed by a full suite of products and support around software and services, Belden is uniquely positioned to tackle these problems for customers at scale, and we do this globally. So a little bit of background on us. Belden has over 120 years of history of innovation, providing network and cabling products and data solutions. Making connections is our legacy. Our products were instrumental in everything from Edison's early inventions to the first walk on the moon. From the birth of television to high-speed streaming, Belden has played a role in all of these societal leaps. So you'll hear me say many times in this presentation, Belden is about connection. We've been designing and providing connection solutions for over 120 years, and we have the resources, the investment and talent, and the global reach to solve complex challenges. So today, we're forward-looking toward the next chapter of connection as enabled by artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and 5G technology. Belden is a global company. We have regional presence across North and South America, EMEA, Asia, and Australia, and we have the capacity and reach to handle operational challenges, small and large, both locally and globally. We're about 8,000 employees strong with $2.8 billion in revenue, and we're publicly traded. So I state these facts just to reinforce our capability to solve complex challenges as a stable, trusted resource for our customers and our partners. Belden supports critical infrastructure. These are those things that they're the technology and systems that once they're turned on, they can't be turned off. You can think of healthcare and hospitals, think utilities and power plants, mass transit, communication, and manufacturing. Belden enables this constant connection to critical infrastructure that we all rely on. So with networking, security, data solutions for data acquisition, data orchestration and contextualization, data transmission, and data management, these solutions are made to endure extreme situations, including cyber attacks, floods, extreme heat environments, all while keeping you connected and performing at your required capacity. Belden solutions allow customers to connect to their existing systems to gather data, make sense of that data, so that you can make data-guided decisions that improve your OT environments. Now, within these OT environments, we're solving problems that include digitalization of sensors and machine data, whether that's legacy or newer equipment. We solve over-the-wire and over-the-air network convergence, data transmission, edge computing and application, and then the central orchestration of your data and network. So when we talk about complete connection solutions, we're not talking about formulas that you're just pulling off of the shelf and handling to them. We're talking about solution roadmaps and implementation support tailored to your specific business parameters and needs. And we work backwards from your strategic business outcomes. And we're able to do that because our longstanding commitment to connection. Belden connects people, information, and ideas. Additionally, Belden connects multiple sources of data to multiple destinations. And to do this, data has to, one, be generated. It has to be moved in a secure, reliable, and cost-effective manner. And it has to be stored and processed. Now, this is a complex journey, and it's unique to every customer. So we take the time to understand each customer's operations and design a data flow around their operations, and then design a solution that meets those needs. These solutions provide the data that customers need to optimize their business and improve their customers' experience. We enable this connectivity with data capture and transmission products. These are our physical hardware like wire and cable products. Then we have active components for data orchestration and management. These are our I/O links, network equipment, edge gateways, protocol converters, and software that we can use to manage applications and devices and then send that data to destinations like AWS. So with both active and passive component, Belden offers solutions for data acquisition and transmission, as well as network resilience. Additionally, we can connect any data from a sensor, a PLC, DCS, SCADA, MES, historian, etc., without interfering with the process control system and without overloading the network. Our portfolio ensures that all elements of the industrial network can understand and interpret data and commands from each other, which simplifies the integration of various technologies from different suppliers, enables standardization, and creates a cohesive and interconnected industrial ecosystem, all built with resilience in mind and with the capacity to recover and restore normal operations when a part of the system fails or degrades. So some of the customer challenges that we see relate to the complexity involved in industrial IoT or industrial AI projects that require data from your shop floor, including difficulties connecting to or retrofitting legacy systems, managing and orchestrating different OT data formats and protocols, and then the data contextualization and normalization. Customers are also challenged with pre-processing edge compute and management of apps and assets on the edge. And then there's the scalability challenge, going from a proof of concept and with a subset of machines to rolling out a solution factory-wide or across multiple facilities. Last, there's the security. At every layer of the solution, securing the OT network and connectivity throughout its journey from the factory floor to the cloud. We make it easy and efficient to get your data to an on-prem database, an MES, ERP, or to AWS Cloud for further analytics and intelligent insights. The data Belden connects to end users, solves business challenges, including improving overall equipment effectiveness, machine or asset performance management, asset condition monitoring, and energy use optimization, just to name a few. All things that impact our manufacturing's bottom line and operational capacity. We make it easy for customers to accelerate their digital transformation. We provide the network backbone that's secure, resilient, and highly available, including hardware, cabling, services, and data solutions. So with Belden, you get a one-stop shop with transformational outcomes. Now, I have made it sound easy, but the solution customers require can sometimes be very complex. And we're able to make these challenges alongside our customers at one of our 5 innovation centers. You'll see we have one in Santa Clara, California. There's also one in Chicago, Illinois. We have a center in Stuttgart, Germany, Bangalore, India, and lastly in Shanghai, China. These centers are built for you to design your solution and begin validation testing, like testing against cyber attacks or to ensure that we're meeting your performance metrics. So when you work with us, you gain the ability to make seamless connections all across the globe. Our products and solutions are deployed in every region of the world, and our people work in almost as many places. We have business hubs in America, Europe, Middle East, and the Asia Pacific, and with over 30+ manufacturing locations worldwide. So these complete connection solutions can be powerful business drivers across a variety of industries. And the verticals that we support include industrial automation, mass transit, energy and utilities, smart buildings, and smart infrastructure. So when you work with us, you gain access to a network of technical talent and best-in-class partners, working as one team to solve your business challenges. We'll maximize the value of your data with infrastructure that helps disparate systems work in harmony. And you'll gain a pathway to innovation, whether that's taking the form of incremental steps of improvement or game-changing transformations. Through our growing ecosystem of hardware, technology, and software partners, we help customers access and leverage their data to generate insights and improve their operations. We partner with cloud providers like AWS, system integrators like Accenture and Slalom, IoT platform vendors and technology companies to offer full coverage of the required technology stack and necessary services to implement multiple use cases for different industries. So I'll be highlighting one of the system integrators that we work with. That's Slalom, who supported one of our customers to implement an end-to-end data solution. We'll talk more about this later in the presentation. So Belden connects OT systems to IT systems, providing greater visibility, uniform governance, interdepartmental collaboration, and overall actionable insights into the business. So why choose Belden? With Belden, you get a one-stop shop to connect industrial data silos, So that includes hardware, software, and services. We provide a secure and resilient network backbone to get your data where it needs to go. Our solution is vendor agnostic, and we have over 300 plus industrial protocols that we support, all with built-in security. And so with Belden, I mentioned it earlier, there's 120 years of industrial experience. So we have the background, the experience, and the ability to solve complexities, regardless of the size of the company or the scope of the challenge. So when we talk about a Belden solution, what we mean in more specific terms is a unique combination of products, software, and services designed by Belden experts to address a specific customer need. The cables and wires connect to sensors. We have software that orchestrates, contextualizes, and sends data where it needs to go. And then there's the services to understand your existing environment with networking and security assessments, data design and strategy based on the way that you do business. And as a single pane of glass, we have the Belden Horizon platform, which gives you a window into all components of your solution, and a view into what's possible for your business. You can check out the Belden Horizon platform at our demo, which is right around the corner. So today, Belden is comprised of over 20 different brands, some of them that you may recognize. It could be Hirschman, ProSoft, Lumberg Automation, or CloudRail. These brands come together to offer customers of all sizes and complexities with the flexibility they need to achieve their business outcomes, and we do this at scale. We combine best-in-class products and services across the continuum of network and data infrastructure to address your organization's specific needs. Our solutions can safely handle the vast amount of real-time data, audio, and video that's captured and transmitted. Industrial network solutions offer innovative solutions to meet your current and future networking infrastructure requirements in mature and emerging markets. Belden provides that network backbone needed to support current and future needs. And then there's our orchestration and data management solutions like CloudRail and Belden Horizon Data Operations, along with Security Console, switches, routers, and management software. Putting it all together, the data acquisition and transmission solutions, along with the data orchestration and management software, comes together to improve the business outcomes of many of the most trusted brands that we recognize globally. So whether you're an IoT leader, you're a head of innovation, you're a CTO or quality manager, Belden brings value to your organization. Value including ensuring on-time delivery of products by preventing unplanned downtime, ensuring sensitive data is protected, isolating and managing traffic, and unifying and transforming data with varying protocols. So we talk to the different line of business leaders to ensure the solution you get meets the needs of your entire organization. So by now, I hope you're starting to get a clear picture of how Belden connects disparate sources of data to the intended destination, all while ensuring that the data is safe, contextualized, ready for further processing or analytics. We integrate with AWS services, including IoT Core, SiteWise, S3, Amazon, SageMaker, and Grafana. So when it comes to our data solutions, we have CloudRail, which allows you to connect to AWS services automatically by detecting the IO link sensors and contextualizing the data. This is great for brownfield sites where sensors connect traditionally to legacy, oftentimes older equipment. Additionally, we have our Belden Horizon data solutions, which include data management solutions, solutions that contextualizes disparate sources like historians, PLCs, and robotics. Finally, there's the newly released Belden Horizon Data Platform that I mentioned earlier. It provides a single pane of glass, making OT management effortless by unifying data into a single source of truth. Again, you can check this out in our booth just right around the corner at Kiosk 29. The following architecture here shows the ease in which data can flow from sensor to AWS Cloud with native integrations to AWS SiteWise. With CloudRail, you can literally have data in AWS in as little as 5 minutes. There's the Belden Horizon Data Operations, which allows you to connect to many more data sources. It contextualizes and unifies that data before sending the data to AWS. So bringing these two solutions together, CloudRail and BHGO, along with the necessary cabling and hardware, Belden provides our customer, Rayrick Pacific, with a solution it needed to modernize its operations across several facilities. So Rayrick reached out to Belden when they were challenged and wanted to improve their operations by understanding what's happening on their shop floor. They were challenged because their manufacturing facilities were composed of disparate systems that required manual input to make changes to any of their processes, meaning the many things in their environment had to be touched by a physical worker whenever a change was needed. Might sound familiar to many of you. They needed a solution that would connect legacy equipment and newer equipment of varying ages, from equipment that was 3 months old all the way to equipment that was 52 years old, all with over 300 different protocols, and they needed the solution to be cost-effective and adaptable to their existing infrastructure. Ultimately, they were looking to connect and deploy a cloud-based manufacturing MES system on AWS. There was a need for the operator of the injection molding machines to have access to this cloud-based MES system in order to understand the business needs that they were producing. And so they wanted a bidirectional path between the injection molding and their cloud-based MES system that would allow for making decisions at the MES level and automate decision-making through machine learning that would write changes to the machine directly. So this was a complex challenge that was made for Belden to tackle. Rayrick, alongside Belden, identified 76 work centers across 7 different sites that included 125 robots, 7 hot plate welders, 10 distinct material blending systems, and 300 PLCs across 7 brands to connect to a unified data system. Rayrick partnered with Belden and our system integrator that I mentioned earlier, Slalom, to create a comprehensive data framework that accounted for the varying technologies and machines that would minimize the number of things sitting on the edge while maximizing the number of things on the shop floor connecting to it. And so early on, we established a POC, and we chose AWS SiteWise as the mediator for all the communication between the cloud-based MES system and their on-prem machines. So by deploying Cloud Rail and Belden Horizon data operations, Belden provided a segregated network solution that would scale across all their facilities and increase security at every layer. The solution for Rayrick included a data design strategy for machine-level access to AWS, and ultimately to GE Prophecy, which was their MES system that I mentioned. A joint collaboration amongst AWS and Belden, AWS and GE, Belden and Slalom, to determine the data orchestration strategy. And then our project management office and services team managed implementation plant by plant, with Belden directly guiding Rayrick software deployments across the facilities. So Rayrick is just one example of a joint Belden and AWS customer where Belden has improved the factory operations. Additionally, there's an automaker whose poor segmentation meant traffic was overwhelming other devices that were sitting on their network. So Belden delivered a solution that allowed them to break 70% first pass yield in about 3 weeks. And then there's a manufacturing company who needed to increase the production without purchasing additional equipment. So Belden's solution improved their OEE by 5%, and they saw a return on their investment in less than a year. And then finally, I'll point to a busy airport that needed to improve their uptime of their conveyor systems so that they can keep up with more than 7,000 assets and deliver luggage on time to each of their passengers. So with Belden, they were able to predict failures on key assets months in advance and implemented better scheduling while reducing reliance on spare parts. So these are all examples where Belden can connect, contextualize, and convey that data where it needs to go so that you can make better decisions and improve your operations. These use cases are part of the driving force behind the Industry 4.0 adoption, allowing manufacturers to leverage systems that typically support the IT side of the business for their shop floor operations, and connecting legacy equipment with data solutions that provide the business outcomes manufacturers need. Belden solutions enable asset management and predictive maintenance. the ability to leverage AI ML on factory floor operations in order to automate and gain deeper insights into operational and production improvements. We ensure that data gets where it needs to be in a secure fashion while also boosting your network backbone. We contextualize that data from different sources and protocols and employing a unified namespace to give meaning to all of that captured data. And we do this globally with the help of system integrators like Slalom and Accenture who support these deployments. So together with AWS, Belden improves manufacturing operations with solutions, including asset performance management, asset condition monitoring, energy use optimization, and OEE. Belden connects, captures, and unifies and processes data. We then send this data to AWS Cloud, where purpose-built IoT services can then store, analyze, and provide real-time insights, prepare for machine learning, and automate operations. Belden accomplishes this by being vendor agnostic, meaning we can make sense of data from over 300 different protocols in a secure and resilient fashion, and we can handle your networking and data management needs. So our process when working with customers starts with understanding your business outcomes, and we work backwards to deliver a custom solution, leveraging workshops, whether that's in person at one of our CICs or virtually. We conduct POCs to validate the proposed solution. We provide training and support all along the way. So you might be asking, how can you engage Belden? Well, you can reach out directly to us. My contact information is david.ricks, that's R-I-C-K-S, at belden.com. You can also find us in the AWS Solution Library under Software, Hardware, and Services path. Sellers might be interested to know that we're ACE eligible, and we're working towards ISVA and the SaaS Revenue Recognition Program. We're actively working to be natively integrated in more AWS solutions like IDF, Industrial Data Fabric. More of that to come later this year. So that's all, folks. I thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to see us in our booth. Again, that's right around the corner in kiosk 29. And we'll be happy to share with you and talk about how we can work together. Again, thank you.